So you can, so every time it shifts, it goes thud. Hello and welcome to another episode of Double J's List. Today I'm going to talk about the Nissan Frontier that has been in my family now for about 5 years. I picked this up about 5 years ago, and it's a nice truck. It's apparently from the seller claimed it was originally from California. Not sure. I haven't done a Carfax, so I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is, but you could see that there was very little rust. For 2 of the Buffalo Winters that it was driven around here, I had it treated with an undercoat by a local company called Rust Coat. It's kept most of the rust away. As you can see, it's in pretty nice shape. It just started to rust a little bit here at the top of the fender flare, and right here where there were some pretty deep scratches, it finally got through. So we're getting a little bit of bubbling there, but the rest of the truck is in really nice shape. The underneath is pretty solid, although it's starting to show some signs of rust. I've got it now, and it's starting to show some issues that need to be resolved. It was running really rough, kind of like it was like missing on one cylinder. And I had discovered that, get that up here, that these spark plug wires, they were new when I bought it 5 years ago, but it's been 5 years, and they get dry and things like that. But they're basically falling apart. It's kind of tough to tell, but I'm going to replace the wires and spark plugs, distributor cap, and rotor. Ordered it all, and it's all here. I'm using Snip and Denso wires and GK spark plugs, and just go through here. Another issue I noticed, which I thought was really interesting, was that it was making a very slight clunk when you put it in drive and when it would upshift. It's an automatic, it's a V6. You can see the interior needs to get cleaned up a little bit. We've been using it as a work truck, essentially. So, those work truck things. But, so I crawled underneath to figure out what exactly was going on. And I thought there'd be a U-joint that has a little bit of play or something like that. And it actually wound up being this entire carrier bearing. You can see space. So every time it shifts, it goes thud. Miraculously, it doesn't really make much noise as you're driving. I suppose it's balanced and kind of rides in the center like that as you're driving, and only when it has impacts and things like that, it moves around. There's still a little bit of rubber there, so it provides a cushion. So I guess it makes sense. So, here's a couple of little issues. I'm going to change the oil today and do that ignition stuff. I had decided that I want to have that carrier bearing fixed by a local mechanic. I found a video on YouTube, and it requires 2 different pullers that I don't have, and rather than go out and buy the pullers and just have them sit in my drawer for the rest of the time, I think I'm going to pay the mechanic to do that, but I can at least sort out the electronics and get it sorted out. I think I'm going to be listing this for sale. I'm not sure where I'm going to go and how I'm going to sell it yet. I would like to try Cars and Bids to see how that works out, but I don't know if it'll get accepted. It's a little rough. It's still in nice condition. I mean, it's pushing 200,000 miles. I think it's 193 right now. But anyway, I'll try to keep you guys updated. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. I really appreciate it, and I hope to talk to all of you soon.